Good evening and salutations, my B&B fans. So, before I get started, I was reading the comments yesterday, and somebody brought up a really good point, which leads to today's episode. This involves CPS. Now, the whole time yesterday, I was like, man, if Brooke did this, if Brooke called CPS, she's done. She is done. Like, her marriage is over, okay? It is a wrap. Period, point blank, it's a wrap. Now I was listening to reading comments, and somebody was saying that what if it was Thomas that called CPS, you know, and made it seem like Brooke did. I mean, obviously at that point, Rich would be done with her. We'll go back to Taylor, and listen, they would all get what they want. I mean, he would get him, Steffi, Barbara's parents will all get what they want, you know, because there's no way that I can see Rich being with Brooke after Brooke calls CPS on his own son. You know, so you get rid of Brooke, and yeah, I feel like that's a good theory. I can't remember. You know what? Felicia is the one that actually threw out that comment, that theory, and I was like, because I was about to get ready to go off on Brooke, and then I read it and I was like, it's a good point. Anyway, Brooke. I'll actually tell you the truth. This whole the knife, oh my god, the knife is just getting so stupid. It's getting so repetitive. Here's how this scene plays out. You got Liam, you got Brooke. They keep trying to influence Hope that Thomas hasn't changed. The knife, the fact that Douglas is young and impressionable. You know, they keep doing that. They keep sitting there making it seem like his past is coming back. His past is so bad, and it's making Hope start to question Thomas' ability as a parent, as a safe environment. So it's like they keep sitting there pumping this information into her head. Oh, there's one point where Hope is like, listen, I get it, but Thomas hasn't done anything lately. Maybe we should give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe we should sit there and talk to him. Oh, no, 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 no. That answer is clearly not good enough for Brooke and Liam. That's just like, no, you need to sit there and escalate things. I know you don't want to, but I think now it's time to escalate. It's just like, that's literally how that whole conversation is going. I'm just literally sitting there watching like, you two are exhausting. Steffi is trying to keep things professional with Zende in Paris because honestly, tell you the truth, at this point, I'm just wondering what is Paris and Zende even doing in this show. But they're there, and Paris wants to know what's going on, and she's like, hey, I've seen Thomas with Douglas, and it's really amazing. He's a great father, and this, that, and the third. And of course, Stephanie's like, yeah, it's all Brooke's fault. Brooke is doing this. Brooke is doing that. Brooke is attacking our family. So on and on and on and on and on. That security guard or janitor or whatever the hell his name is that I forgot his name showed up and didn't really do anything. Apparently he was supposed to be comedy relief. So if anyone found that funny, awesome. Ben came in there just to sit there and listen to Steffi complain about Brooke and all the bad things that she's done, and she's the big bad wolf and blah 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 blah. I say blah 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 because it's the same tune over and over again. That means it's not true, okay? Does not mean it's not true. Granted, when I talk about this stuff, when I talk about Steffi and Brooke and how tiring and annoying Steffi is and how tiring and annoying Brooke is, just keep in mind one thing. I've only been watching this show for about 3 years, okay? And they both seem like they've done bad stuff. They went back and forth. They have a long track record is what I'm saying, especially Brooke. So if I'm defending a character, or if I'm talking about one character over the other, it's, well, because I haven't been watching it as long as everyone else. So just keep that in mind when I throw out these opinions, because, it is just my opinion. Doesn't mean I'm necessarily right. Um, so yeah, CPS came over there to talk to Douglas. And at first, Ridge was kind of making a big deal out of it, like, oh, who called you? What is this? What's going on? I'm like, Rich, the faster they come in there to answer the questions, the faster they can sit there and leave. And that's what the guy was basically saying, like, yo, listen. Apparently it was like good cop, bad cop. And the guy was like, yo, listen, I'm pretty sure it's nothing, but we gotta sit there and investigate every case. That's just what we do. So they go there, they talk to Douglas, about his hobbies, if he's safe, is he feeling comfortable, stuff like that. He answers them. And, Rich is like, well, yeah, of course you're safe. And, he's angry. Okay? He's angry, has every right to be. Thomas is a little more understanding. Thomas is like, listen, I get it. You gotta sit there and investigate these cases, because I don't think I have to sit there and say just how important it is for CPS to come in these people, to come in these places and investigate these cases. So even Thomas understands, yeah, I get it, you're just doing your job or whatever. So after that, they leave. And, Rich is like, well, we're going to sit there and get Carter to make sure it doesn't go on your permanent record. And we're going to get this whole thing straightened out, legal. We're going to take care of this, okay? We got damage control. We're going to fix this. Thomas was like, who would sit there and call? And Rich remembers that conversation that he had with Brooke. He had with Brooke. He had with Brooke. As far as Brooke being like, hey, listen, I'll do whatever it takes to protect Douglas, even if I got to call CPS. Even if she has to call CPS. And yeah, Felicia did make a point of, if she was going to call CPS, why would she sit there and say in front of him? Of course, she could also sit there and lie, so, there's that as well. But, I didn't think about that until I read that comment. This is why, one of the many reasons why I love doing what I do and love the audience that I have, subscribers that I have, is because when I read these comments and stuff like that, it gives me a different perspective, and it helps me with my review as it helps me with my review. So I want to thank everyone for reading the comments and stuff like that. I know there's times where I may not sit there and get to every single comment. A lot of times when I'm usually done around 9, 10 o'clock, I'm wiped, wiped, and I usually have to wake up at the crack of dawn. So I do apologize for not getting to every single comment. And I'm going to sit there, something that I do want to work on more. But I do want to thank everyone for just commenting, because that does help immensely. I cannot sit there and stress how much that helps. Yeah, Rage calls Brooke. He's like, hey, listen, we gotta talk. Flashlight asks, hey, did you call CPS? Now, of course, it's the ending, so she has to have these facial expressions and these movements and stuff like that, just to kind of stretch out the last, 5-7 seconds that it ended. But I am very curious of her answer. War is a brewing. War is a brewing. Even though Zenday was like, this whole war between the families is bad and it's got to stop. And Steffi's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, Steffi. Steffi wants that to happen. Okay? Of course, with Steffi's just like his fake family, not his real family. Just double check my notes. I feel like that's about it for the most part. I don't think I really missed too much of anything. Or at least too much of anything that was like super important. Like I said, Ben was there just to listen. And so with that being said, I'm going to go. I want to thank you for watching. Be safe. Now, before I go, the goal because next is my GH. Watch GH, do a review. I'm trying to go live at like 6. Hopefully my laptop will be done around that time as far as recharging. Because I do want to watch YNR, and I want to try to do YNR. I want to try to get to the habit of at least 2 days throughout the week is to try to do all 4 reviews. Because sometimes Monday I can do it, Tuesdays I usually can't. Yeah, so yeah, what I was saying was I want to try to get into the habit of trying to do at least the 4 reviews in the lives 2 days a week. Because Mondays I can try to do it, but there's no guarantee. And since Tuesday I have to wake up super early, it's just kind of hard to really get all 4 of them out there. But usually, you know, maybe Wednesday if I'm off, Thursday if I'm off, I can sit there and try to do all 4 and, do a review. At the very least, I could sit there and watch Y&R. You're gonna have something to sit there and talk about for people that want to, that've been watching Y&R and they want to talk about that as well. Anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna go. I want to thank you for watching. Be safe, and I will see you in the next video.